My girlfriend and I have been together for almost a year, and a few months ago we picked out a strap together. I paid for it, but we both agreed it was ours since we chose everything together. Last weekend, I found out she let her best friend borrow it for a hookup. Do people really be sharing straps? Hello, friends. Hi, how are you? If you are new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. My name is Carnisha. This is I Have Something to Say, your weekly lesbian agenda meeting where I talk about all things lesbianic, all things chaotic, and a lot of thoughts I probably should have kept to myself. Y'all, I'm sweating. We're just gonna call that a nice little glow. Hold on. Do my lips look dry? 1 second. Hold on. Let me get the Vaseline. Have y'all tried these little mini wings? I got it from the I don't know, but my lips was dry. I apologize about that. Okay, how I look? All right, this week we're talking about one of my favorite topics: sex, and not just regular sex, good sex. What makes good sex good sex? Just because you have sex with a bunch of people does not mean that you know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be talking about the anticipation, the communication, the confidence, the turn-ons, the turn-offs, all the things. And I'm just going to give you my opinion. Why? Because this is I have something to say, not you have something to say. I hope y'all week was good. I'm gonna give y'all, let me tell y'all about my week. Okay, so this was the first week that all of our YouTube stuff went live, our memberships, our gifts. Can I please shout out Joy? If it's one thing Joy is always gonna do, if y'all don't know Joy, she's gonna be in these comments. Okay, Joy is always going to support. She will like the video, she will comment on the video several times, she will share the video or repost the video, and I just appreciate her so much. Like, my friends, when they watch the video, they will text me as they're watching it, and it makes me feel so warm inside knowing that, like, one, it could just be like, oh, I watched the video, it was good, da 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 da, but they watch it, they comment on it, we kiki about it, and Joy, like, she does the same thing, and it makes me feel so good. So I just want to, like, really big shout out Joy. Everyone, clap it up for Joy. She gave me my first gifts in the comments, and I'm just so appreciative. So if you haven't already, join the membership, join the court clerk, or join the jury duty. Those are our membership tiers. You get access to these videos early. Joy got to watch this video, last week's video, early. I'm gonna start doing lives on here on the weekends, and then I'm also gonna do membership only access videos that won't ever be accessible to everybody. So yeah, do that. And if not, send me a gift. You don't have to, but, like, send me a gift. How you say you want me, you ain't send me no gift? And if you don't want me, why not? Okay. Oh, I didn't. Okay, let me tell y'all. I actually already started filming this episode. I had filmed 15 minutes of it. Then I realized I didn't like it, so I had to start over. So I had already poured me to drink it a week. Let me go ahead and show you. That's my bad. I've been having a week. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of had a week. So, I had to go in with something I knew was gonna get me right. Black Girl Magic, their Riesling. If you didn't already know, Riesling is my favorite kind of wine. The Black Girl Magic is my favorite one. The McBride sisters, they did their big ones. I'm sorry. If you ever wanted to try Riesling, if you never thought you was a Riesling fan, did y'all hear that? Hold on, let me give y'all some ASMR. The McBride sisters, they did their big ones. All right, let me catch y'all up on my week. Besides the YouTube stuff, work has been stressing me out. The more, I'm telling y'all, the more that I'll be on here and I'll be having something to say, the more I hate going to work. And them niggas is pissing me off. And I can't really say what I want because of UCMJ or whatever the people say. I can't confirm nor deny stuff. So I'm gonna just move on from that topic. But just know, yeah. My foster dog, I had to give her back today. I usually foster for about 2 weeks, and then the puppies have to go back. Did she poop all over my floor again? Yes, but she had a great 2 weeks. She lived her best life, so I truly love that for her. Will I foster another dog? Yes, absolutely. But I might have this big thing coming up over the next month. I don't want to say excited, but I'm gonna tell y'all about it maybe next week if it happens. Type shit. What else? You know what I hate? I hate when when I'm driving. Okay, I was in Hawaii. There's a lot of stuff. Okay, if y'all didn't know, I was in a hurricane. So if you didn't wish me well because I was in a hurricane, anywho, I'm okay. I'm okay. But here in Hawaii, a lot of like stoplights fell down, trees fell down. So there's a lot of stoplights without power, many stoplights without power. And everyone has created this like stop and go, like a little four-way, right? I had got to the stop thing early, well, first, and then the one beside me, he got after me. He gonna wave, talk about, come on. You don't need to come on me. I stopped first. It's my go. You don't you don't need to usher me in because it's my turn. And then the one before me, he went. You know when people all they have to do is turn like this? I hate when they drive it, they turn out to turn like just turn your car. Just turn your car. You don't have to do this. I don't like that. I don't like that. And I just feel like I be trying not to hoot and holler, but then I be having to hoot and holler because people be doing stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? Hold on. I think that's all my catch up I have to do. I will say, one thing I had asked y'all last week was, how do y'all like the episodes? What do you want more? What do you want to see? Blase, blase. And I see maybe like 3 different people say that y'all be feeling like I be cutting myself off, or I just like abruptly end, or I have these thoughts. It looks like I'm still going, and then I just stop. I I apologize because I thought y'all didn't want to hear me talk that much, but then I realized I have something to say because I be having stuff to say. So now I may just be yappy. I don't apologize because this is what y'all wanted, and I appreciate that. I appreciate y'all for coming every week. I feel like consistently we've been over 1,000 views. We're almost at 1.5 thousand subscribers, huh? And I'm so thankful. My heart is so full. And I'm just so appreciative. So if there's anything else that y'all want to see, that y'all want out of this podcast, please just tell me a comment. And if you're leaving a comment, go ahead and like this video, go ahead and subscribe, go ahead and comment, go ahead and share this with your favorite gay and your straight who you think is gay. Okay. Let's go ahead and jump to everybody's favorite segment, Lesbian Court. Somebody cue the music. Hold on, I'm about to stand up and dance for y'all this time. Y'all welcome. If you're new here and you're like, what is Lesbian Court? Be quiet. I'm about to tell you. Lesbian Court is your weekly submissions that I open up on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, what are you doing? Anywho, you submit your stories, your situationships, your love life, anything that you want my advice on. I will come here. I will tell you all the facts. I will get it out, and I will make the verdict if you are innocent, if you are guilty, because I am the judge. I am the jury. I am the executioner, and I am the prosecutioner. And for those of y'all who thought I couldn't say prosecutioner right this week, yeah. Yeah. Case number 1. My girlfriend and I have been together for almost a year, and a few months ago we picked out a strap together. I paid for it, but we both agreed it was ours since we chose everything together. Last weekend I found out she let her best friend borrow it for a hookup. What the freak? She says she only lent her the harness, not the actual toy. So I'm being dramatic, but she didn't ask me, and now I don't even want it in our bedroom anymore. She thinks buying a new harness should solve everything. I think anything that participates in our sex life should never be loaned out without both people agreeing. Am I overreacting, or did she just turn our strap into community property? I'm sick. Do people really be sharing straps? That's not a thing, is it? Like, I feel like it's one thing to like use a strap, you get into a new relationship, you use the strap again. Cool. You use a strap, you give it to your friend, you take the strap back and you keep using it with your same partner. That's dicey. That's That's a little icky. But if it was just the harness, like, why she don't got her own harness? What had happened to her harness? I had what? What kind of harness was it? Was it one you gotta like suction on? Was it one with the O ring? Did her buckles come undone? Did she get too big to fit hers? I need to know. No, I don't. Okay, okay. Honestly, if it was just a harness, that's not bad. But I understand you not wanting anyone to, because at the end of the day, her coochie lips is on the same back of the coochie lips on the inside of the harness. I take it back. That's disgusting. Because why are your coochie lips now touching what my coochie lips was just on? But we don't bump coochies. Like my girl can borrow my strap harness because my coochie can touch her coochie. But my coochie can't touch my homegirl coochie. That's not okay. Are you overreacting? No. No. If she buys a new harness, does that make everything better? Possibly. Possibly. But the fact that she thought it was okay to have her coochie lips on something, give it to her friend to have the coochie lips and then give it back? No. And why your friend couldn't go to the store? The sex store be open 24/7. Why you couldn't go to the store and go get your new harness? Are you broke too? Not only do you want to share coochie lips, you use a broke boy? I don't think we need to discuss this. I feel like you did your big ones. No ma'am, no ham, no turkey. Don't share that strap and think you're gonna come back and use it on me when I don't know where your homegirl had been. You know what I'm saying? You innocent. Your girl guilty. Honestly, go take a test real quick. Let me know how it go. I'll pay for it. Let me know. Next case. Okay, I've decided to go live and see if anyone also wants to chime in on this week's first court case. Again, this is why you need to follow me on Instagram. But we're gonna like limit it to people who send gifts and well, they get first dibs and who are part of membership. So we'll see how this goes. Okay, y'all. I'm going to have someone come up. We're gonna discuss the court case. Yeah, I'm currently on Instagram live. Hold on, let me show y'all. Hi.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. Say hey to the people. Introduce yourself.
Hey, people. My name's Chantel, but a lot of people call me Skinny.
Beautiful. So I'm currently recording the podcast. So this is the microphone, so I'm trying to get it close to you. I would love to tell you the story I just read, and then you can give me your opinion, your thoughts.
Okay.
Okay, so this girl, right? She's dating this other girl. They have bought a strap together, right? The girlfriend's friend called her and said, "Hey, let me use the strap." She gave the strap to the friend, okay? But the friend had only used the harness, not the strap. Now the girlfriend wants to know if she's overreacting because she's like, why did you do that? Obviously that's disgusting, right? But she said the girlfriend said, "What if I just replace the harness?" What you think?
First of all, she should have not loaned anything out
You know what
to
I'm
buy
saying?
something together. If
Right.
they ain't got enough to get it or the time, they just gotta wait.
That because it's
That's
giving
just
one
that's
is giving
crazy.
broke boy, and then two, like, your coochie lips was on the inside of the strap, and then her coochie lips is now on the inside of the strap.
Yeah, that's too much going on
And
out
why are
there.
we bumping coochies and we not even together?
Yeah, nah,
Period.
all
That's what
that's
I had.
crazy.
That's what I had thought too. Okay. Okay. Let me read you the second one, and then I will get your opinion. Hold on. Apparently, I can't read and be on the live at the same time, so I'm only able to do one. But is this a skit? Are you trying to fuck on her? What are y'all talking about?
No, it's not a skit. I just randomly got up here. I was just like, I was about to go YouTube live, and I seen you. I was like, well, I'm just gonna be
Period.
serving.
Well, thank you. I think I might start going live more. I love how you call it the court case, and it is. But I think I'm actually gonna hop on YouTube live as I'm finishing up this episode. But thank you for coming up here. I do appreciate it. This is my
No
first time
worries.
doing that. But
We'll get you
yeah.
done.
Thank you. But if you get on YouTube live, I'll get on after I get off.
Okay, awesome.
Okay.
Have a good evening.
You too. Bye. Y'all, that was so cute. Um but yeah, again, if you don't follow me, like, what's your problem? Okay, y'all. So I now am on YouTube Live. So hopefully, if y'all are part of the membership, y'all can catch the live. If not, I'm sorry, but you should be a member. Um, we're just gonna do one more court case, and then we're gonna jump into the main segment so that we can stay on the live. Okay, hold on. All right, case number 2. My girlfriend and I were sharing fantasies, and she told me that sometimes she imagines me having a threesome with me and another woman. I was open to discussing it until she described the exact woman, and it was her coworker. Apparently, they've already joked about all three of us hooking up, but my girlfriend claims it was never a serious conversation. The coworker follows me on Instagram, watches every story I post, and recently replied to one of my pictures saying, "I see why she's obsessed with you." What you mean by that? Now my girlfriend says I embarrassed her by getting upset after I originally said fantasy is where a judgment free zone. I think this stopped being a fantasy the moment she discussed it with the other person before discussing it with me. Is my girlfriend guilty of secretly auditioning our third, or am I wrong for asking questions I wasn't ready to hear the answers to? Oh, did y'all hear that court case? For the record, this is nobody's business, but I'm gonna tell y'all anyways because y'all be all over my business anyways. I absolutely love this fantasy. I think the thought of seeing my woman being pleased by someone else, to me is attractive. Okay? Stay with me. Stay with me. I think knowing that other people find my woman who I know is bad, and then they find her bad, and they get to enjoy her for a little bit before she come back home, okay? I think is very attractive. I think there's something beautiful about being able to be honest and to be forthcoming with that with your partner, and it being a safe space, or you feel secure enough to be like, okay, we can talk about this person, but we know that me and you are me and you. You get me? You get me, right? If you don't worry about it. Anywho, but I think if these are fantasies that y'all have talked about, and then you went back and said, I don't really know, you're allowed to do that. You know, with anything, you're allowed to withdraw your consent. If this is something like you thought you would be cool with, then it happened and you were like, understandable. And even so, it being her coworker, maybe that's a little too close for home for you, you know? And I feel like it's okay to voice those things. Your girlfriend being embarrassed by all of it, what you mean by that? Why do you care about what she thinks? Why do you not care about what I think? Amen. But but I do think that if this is something that y'all talked about, maybe this is the time for y'all to have like another open conversation, another open dialogue, to where y'all can really like sit and see if this is like a fantasy that y'all would, one, ever explore, or two, maybe y'all should just put on the back burner if this really doesn't make you uncomfortable, or if she really was embarrassed by your reaction to everything. What y'all think? Live, what you think? It's only one person on live, but hopefully y'all join me on live later. But I honestly, I wanna deem you. It's a mistrial. You're not guilty. You're not innocent. But the fact that y'all had this conversation and it was something that you were open to, and then you kind of shut her down, or you retracted, probably did make her feel like, hey, I shared this fantasy with you, and then you just like all of a sudden aren't okay with it. But I do understand it being her coworker. It's probably a little bit maybe too close to home for you, but I think this is that time to voice those opinions. You get me? But it's a mistrial. You're not guilty, but don't piss me off. Court's adjourned. I'm sorry if that was chaotic, y'all. I did want to test out going live while I'm recording, so hopefully y'all can join in on the fun. I did enjoy going live and talking to y'all about the cases. Hopefully we can get on like a schedule, and hopefully I don't know, tell me if that's something that you'd be interested in. But let's jump back into the episode. Hold on. Do y'all hear that? One thing about Hawaii, these motherfucking roosters. I thought, listen to me, this is maybe stupid. I thought roosters only roostered in the morning. I thought they only cock-a-doodle-dooed in the morning. Since I've been in Hawaii, I realized that they do this all day, all night. They, he's calling the girls to tell them like get in line and get in line quickly, but they do this all day. I've realized that there's points where I tune it out, but now that my head has picked up on it, I can't not hear it. And I would wait for him to be done, but I know he's not gonna be done calling them girls. So we just gonna have to we gonna have to push through. All right, so again, we're gonna talk about the main topic: what makes lesbian sex good sex from the point of view of Carnisha. Because this is I have something to say, not you have something to say. But if you want to leave your opinion, please again comment. Tell me what you think. First, I want to talk about attraction. I feel like off bat, attraction can definitely make the sex more enjoyable, but I don't think chemistry automatically equals compatibility. Okay, stick with me, stick with me. You can find you can find somebody so attractive, but then when they get to doing what they do, or you know when somebody is real cute until they open their mouth, they start talking about stuff, you're like, ah. I feel like it's the same thing when it comes to sex. Like, you can be so beautiful, so just a gorgeous human being, but then when we start having sex, we are not on the same page. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like attraction starts my like interest, but what's really gonna start me off is a good kiss. So I feel like the physicality of it is more of that compatibility than the attraction is. Stick with me, stick with me. Okay, so let me tell y'all this one time. This one time I was hanging out with this girl. And we had never discussed. Yes, we had. Don't let me lie to you. We had discussed having sex, but this was not something that was supposed to happen. Okay, it had just slipped into my lap. It had just slipped into my lap. Listen to me. So we was sitting on the couch, and then she had looked at me. I had looked at her, and I said, "Why is you looking at me like that?" Like, and she said, "What you looking at me like? Like you want this? Like you need this?" And she had said that she did. So she had like put her lips on my lips, and then we was making out. And I said, "Wow." There's just something about a good kiss, because I feel like that right there signals compatibility when you guys are in sync with the kiss. Have you ever had a kiss and like the first time that you kiss somebody, you're like, ah, but the second or third time it gets better because you guys are building that compatibility, you're building that chemistry. But I feel like when you have it off rip, there's just something so like magnetic and electric about that for me, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a good time. We're already off to like, you get me? You get me. Okay. But do you think that someone can learn to be sexually compatible with you? I would say yes, because I feel like if you obviously no two bodies are the same. So if you can learn my body, I feel like you get me? Like there's something like, yeah. And I think the willingness to learn can make up for a lot. Like if I would like to consider myself a pretty kinky person. So if there's something that someone likes that I'm not into, I would be open to learning slash exploring that with that person. So we may not have that like initial attraction, or I may not initially know what they need from me, but I'm I'm here to perform, okay? I want to get the gold medal. Like I'm not here. I'm not here for playtime. This is serious business. Yeah, I think this black girl magic is doing something. Remember when I had said that I wasn't drinking until Halloween? Anywho, okay. Number two, good sex starts before sex. Now I don't know if there's any bi girlies or any pan girlies who are in here, but I know from past experience with men, the foreplay, or not even the foreplay, just the things that build up before sex may not be as important. And there was a time where I feel like because of my past sexual history with men, I didn't understand that. or I didn't understand how important the before was. And that's okay. That's okay. You know, we learn at different times. So if you're judging me, shut up. Shut up. But I think there's something beautiful about, not even beautiful, there's something just super sexy. There's something attractive about throughout the day. I can feel that you want me. Like, you need this. You've been thinking about this. You know, like, y'all are out at lunch, y'all are out at dinner, and she's just looking at you, and you put your leg, hold on. You like sit at the dinner table. You can't see my foot. Hold on. Did y'all see my toe? But like, just putting your foot on her leg, like in the middle of dinner, unexpectedly, or y'all are out at the grocery store, and you just kind of like, you know, feel what she's talking about. I don't know. There's just something about the beginning that makes like that yearning. Bring back the yearners. The yearning before the sex that makes it so good. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes the best foreplay is feeling that someone's been thinking about you all day. Like, getting those messages in the middle of the day, maybe because I'm a words of affirmation girly, but like, if someone was like, wow, you look so beautiful looking the way you look right now, da da da, and they're standing across the room and I can't do anything about it, take me to the bathroom now. Let's go home now. So I think there's something about good sex before the sex that makes the sex mwah. And also, I feel like there's a difference between being attracted to someone and genuinely feeling desired. Like, when I know that you want me before you have me. You said you want this? How bad? Show me. Prove it to me. And you know what? There's something about this, kind of goes into the next one. Communication. There's something about a woman who is good with her words, who can, like, you ever like stumbled, like, I would like to think that I'm a witty girl. You know, I love a good little banter. I can do a little tit for tat. But a girl who can like stumble me out of that to where like I'm stumbling over my words because she's so good with hers, you on my draws now or later. I think there's just something so like magnetic about a woman who's able to draw you in with her words, not even having to touch you yet, that she can just connect with you because of the way that she communicates. Oh, hold on. Cheers. You know, the people who say like, is this okay? Is this okay? Is this okay? During, like, it's great to check in, but I think there's something beautiful about a woman who say like, how does this feel? Do you want more of this? Show me how much you like this. Tell me how much you like this. Do you want me to keep going? Slower, faster. Tell me what you need. Like, is you trying to put a baby in me? Because that's what it sounds like. Someone who is just giving, who is good with their words, is just super attractive. So guess I would be wondering, like, are y'all more, do you prefer to give instructions or to receive them? On my Instagram, I periodically put like ask me questions, and I did one today, and there was a comment or a question asking, am I a top or a bottom? I would like to say that I'm verse bottom leaning, but like power bottom. I do like to have like a bratty spirit about me. Amen. Um like, I love someone who can give me clear instructions, but I also love giving clear no's. You get me? Did that make sense? I'm sorry. There was this thread that was going around. I think it's still going around. It's from like a year ago, and it's talking about different ways to praise somebody besides like you're doing such a good job or you're such a good girl. And I think there's something so beautiful about that whole thread. How like women can talk their shit, and the way that those messages be made me feel, and I don't know these women, and I'm like, you said you want me? You want me bad? And I think it's so beautiful. And I think there's a little bit, I don't know if y'all have ever been like embarrassed about something during sex, but like communication wise, like I think sometimes I have a hard time like voicing what I want because I be embarrassed. And I think there's something so sexy about that. Or a woman who gets embarrassed because she's like, you know, do y'all get me? Like the video if y'all get me. Like it again. One more time. Hold on. Let me do you how I would do her. Hold on. You like this video? Then like the video. If you like it so bad, like the video. Comment on the video for me. You can do it. You look so pretty when you comment on this video. How did I do? Did y'all come a little bit? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, turn ons. Um, I did a video, I think it was like 2 videos ago, the kink video. And there was a lot of like discourse afterwards about how people thought it was going to be more than what it was. And there was more, but I was like, oh my God, I don't want to be like weird on the video. But you know what? Y'all hoes are nasty. So I'm going to tell y'all. I'm not going to tell you what I like because y'all don't need to be in my business as much as y'all are. Anywho, water sports. The girly pops who like being peed on or peeing on people, shout out to y'all. Okay. The toes one, I didn't realize how big the toe phenomenon was. Okay, hold on. Degradation. And when I mean, like, this is not about me. Like the people who like to throw up on themselves. I seen one like that. And I said, wow, like the world is so evolved. And I just feel like the turn-ons, the things that really make people animalistic is so beautiful. And you're like, what do you mean? Why that's beautiful? Just shut up, because there's something never, I think it was Kevin on stage who said never yuck somebody's yum. Like just because you don't understand why they find it attractive, don't tell them that it's nasty, because they do, you know. But yeah, that brings us back to the whole original question: what actually makes someone good in bed? If I had to put a formula behind it, okay, I think the most, I don't know if I want to say top 5 or top 3. Number 1, attentiveness. Like, do you listen to not only what I'm saying, but my body? And in that regard, if you listen to my body, listening to what I say, that communication. So I'm going to make that number 2. I'm back and forth. Okay, I'm going to do number 3, enthusiasm. Like, enthusiasm. We're going to leave it there. Number 4, confidence. I feel like in both regard, like even when you're not, like when you are embarrassed, I think there's something cute about that, or like sexy and attractive about that, but just like the confidence aspect of being in that moment. And then I think number 5, the probably one of the most important for me, is emotional safety, that I feel safe in that space to explore this space with you. You know what I mean? I don't know. If y'all had to rate y'all top 3 essential like things to make good sex, what would they be? Let me know down in the comments. And now as we switch over to our therapy corner, I have these truth or drink cards, but I also wrote some questions on here. I think we should just do the truth or drink cards. We're gonna do 2 cards today. Okay. I don't know what color we did last time. So we just gonna do what we do. What is something that you're struggling with that we don't know about? Y'all don't even know that half. Okay. Not recently, but y'all, I go to therapy. I go to therapy about every other week. And I really struggle with anxiety and just getting through the day sometimes. And I've really been trying to work on that. And I feel like this podcast / social media has helped me out tremendously, but it's still like a work in progress every day. And I know that people struggle with so many mental health disorders. One, I'm gonna do a shameless plug. If y'all are looking for somewhere to to go to just talk to someone and you don't want to go in person, you're looking for someone and you don't know where to start, Rula is such a great tool. This is not sponsored, but I am sponsored by them. But this one, this right here is not sponsored. But you can filter on Rula by so many different preferences that you're looking for, your needs, what kind of professional you want, so many things, and they take a lot of different insurances in the US. So if you haven't looked them up, great tool. Okay, number two. Hold on. I feel like I've did all those before. How many kids is too many? How many will you have? I feel like my answer with kids changes so often. I feel like there's a world in which I could definitely be happy without having kids, but I love kids so much. Like my friends' kids, love any new babies that I see, love. So I think for me, anything beyond two, but I think I love kids. I think there's a world in which I can become a beautiful mom, but I think there's also a world and I would never have kids and I could also be okay. What y'all think? That's just kind, that got kind of deep after that conversation. All right, y'all. Before we go, I just want to say thank you. I don't know if I said thank you last episode, but I'm just so thankful that y'all come and spend some time with me every week. I feel like this episode was a little bit longer, and I'm so thankful that you sat here and watched it all. If you liked it, if you enjoyed it, please comment, like, subscribe, and share this with your favorite lesbian. Make sure you put in some court cases over on my Instagram. If you haven't already become a member, make sure you become one. See the episodes early, jump in on the live, see access member only videos. And, per usual, I just had something to say. And I will see y'all next week. Bye.